It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And introducing first, Jorge Linares, 60.8 kilos. His height, 173. His reach, 175. And he'll be facing off against Ricky Hatton. He weighed in at a fit and trim 139. He's 5'6" tall.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
El Nino de Oro. It's Jorge Linares, one of the greatest fighters in the history of Venezuela, who won his first world title back in 2007. The Hitman, Ricky Hatton, fighting out of Manchester, United Kingdom, one of the most beloved fighters in English boxing history.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned 3-division champion of the world, Jorge Linares. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Manchester, England, a popular and exciting junior welterweight and welterweight champion of the world, Ricky Hitman Hatton.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night, because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Both men step back for just a moment. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Beautiful counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
Such heat. The cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to watch your back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Straight right just misses. Left hook just missed. He just missed with that left jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance without a doubt.
And there's the bell for round 2. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Imagine being right in there.
When are we gonna, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Linares in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they have...
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. You wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Missing with that jab. He fails to score with that left hook. The hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself. Oh, I gotta cut you off here, Johnny. This is not good news for Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
They both want a highlight reel knockout. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
That's it. On to the fourth we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full battle, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
He blocks that jab. Through the hook, didn't land. Ricky Hatton has been clipped. And now they're right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. It's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. It looks like he's gonna survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's gonna be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Now you've laid back. Okay, I'm happy you like it.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Are we about to... So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it'll happen all over again.